Hey everybody! Well, today we're going to take a look at this interesting building kit from a company called JMBricklayer. Now, I'm not familiar with this company, but it looks like they have quite a few different sets. I happen to find this on Amazon, and it's really cool. It's kind of like this world or a space station inside of this globe, and then it has kind of like a typical globe type of thing that you see on people's desks and stuff like that, but it's just a much more futuristic one. It's got really cool details going on down here. I believe this globe will turn when you turn the knob, and there's even a light up here. So it comes with the light, and I think it's rechargeable, so you don't have to put batteries in there. On the back, it's kind of the same. It's the same design, actually. And then on the side here, you can see some of the details that it has. So here we can see that it's got the reusable without the need of battery replacement, meaning that it's got a rechargeable light on top. See how the whole thing is going to spin. I'm not sure if you can tilt it any other way. And here's what's going on here. So on the front of the box, you can see better details of how this looks. You got these really cool looking, it's like a little city inside here. It's like a little space station, a little, like it looks like some kind of a vehicle in there. Now I think that the once it's sealed in there, you just kind of leave it. I don't think you can actually play with it. It's more probably, I'm guessing, a display type of thing. You see all the details going on here. I love the way this is detailed out. And then down here at the bottom, you can also see what's going on there. So this is a big set. It's got 2,803 pieces. So this should keep me busy for a while. All right, guess I'll get started on it. Okay, so now before I get too far into this, now I never did buy the Lego Globe set, so I don't know, I'm sure this is put together exactly like the way those are done. You can kind of see how this goes together, and I've always wondered how that whole structure works. So what you're doing, you got this main like infrastructure section here in the middle, which is a very strong constructed piece, and then you got these struts that go out into like these crossbars, and then from there you build this outer ring. You can see here, this is all the outer ring. It's a little bit repetitive doing this part, but it's understandable since they're all pretty much the same. And the way they connect is really cool. And then you can kind of see how it's going on out here. Once you got this outer ring going, now you start working on these sides. And these little sides here, they're like independent pieces. They're all, each of these strips are their own piece. And you can see they kind of alternate the way they're done. And it's kind of fun putting these together. There's a pin inside here that the each of these panels slide into this main frame that goes around here. And then on the top, you can see how these clip onto this ring. So we got one of those big steering wheel pieces, and they just clip on there. And that's how those are all put together. You can kind of see how the curvature starts to form around here. It's really cool. This is probably how the Lego Death Star sets are done as well. I never did build any of those. But yeah, I just wanted to show that in case some of you have never done that either, and you've always wondered how those go together. Another thing I want to mention is that these pieces are really nice pieces. Oftentimes when it comes to these alternative Lego sets, sometimes you can feel in the pieces that the plastic doesn't feel quite the same. There's like something different about it. Like maybe the density of it doesn't feel right or something. These feel exactly like Lego pieces. And when they go together good and strong. The clutch power is just like you see on a Lego set. Sometimes on some of these sets, you put a piece on and you can feel that it doesn't quite snap on all the way. There's something not right with them. These are exactly like Lego, and the quality of the pieces is really quite premium. I'm very pleased with the way this whole thing is. I also like that there's some printed bits that you see going on here. There's a lot of these silver pieces right here. I think these are like, what do they call those? I can't remember the term where they are. They're colored the way they are. It's like chrome. They're actually chrome pieces like this. Lego would charge you a premium for these kind of pieces like that. Now there is some stickers with this set, and you can see them right here. I haven't put any of them on yet, but that's how many come with it. There's some striping right there. But so far so good. I am really liking the way this is going together, and I'm very pleased with this set. Okay, here it is, all finished, and what a build. What a build. This was a pretty sizable set. It's also pretty hefty. There's a lot going on in this thing. It looks incredible. I gotta say, it looks amazing. The build was a lot of fun. Certain things about the finished product here that I'm not quite sure about. mainly the stability. It's a little wobbly, as you can kind of see here. But I don't know. Overall, I think it looks really cool. I love the overall look of this. So I'll get some close-ups here on the inside, but it's really it's kind of a well, because it is a globe. I'm thinking more like the Lego type of globe. This is a really cool spin on that concept, and this will turn, as you can see here. You can turn this, so it looks like maybe it's orbiting. The only thing is it gets a little stuck in here, and I'll show you why. I think this one little detail right here tends to get caught. I may have to just pull that little stud that's on there. I guess if you turn it right, it won't get caught. But it's a very smooth motion on here. Love the city, love the clear dome pieces. Some real premium drum lacquered silver is the word I was trying to think of in that last segment, because there's a lot of pieces that are silver in this and a lot of cool details. So I'll show you some close-ups. Okay, so let's start down here at the base, because that's the first section that you build. It's a pretty strong base too, because it has to hold up quite a bit of weight. I love these silver struts going on in there. You can see that cool clear tubing. It looks like maybe those are some kind of generators or something, got some kind of a tanks, I should say. Also, you can see the nice tile work going on all around it. These are neat too, these little blue things. I'm not sure what those are supposed to be. It's like maybe liquid or something is going through there. This is neat also. It almost looks like a sidewalk where people can go inside there. There's two different window pieces in there, so maybe it's supposed to be like an airlock or maybe even an elevator that goes up to that level there and then up into the main section over there. But it's really cool. Now you got this this little nameplate right here, and it's adjustable. And on the other side here, this is more of a printed piece right in that section. So as you work your way up, you can kind of see what's going on. So I'm guessing that, you work your way in here, maybe an elevator, there's some windows. Love the way that whole detailing looks right there. These silver pieces, I love it. I mean, there's so many of them. And I really like the way they have a lot of them in there. For a Lego, those usually end up costing a lot more. There's this cool little wheel right here, or like some kind of a valve. There's another one right up there. You can kind of see now, I think Lego's globe is almost exactly the same as far as the way these look, because it's got the same kind of shape to them. And they go together pretty good. Now, I will say that right in here is kind of a weak point on this. In fact, you can kind of see how it's kind of bent a little bit. So when I was putting the main globe on, this little piece right here, it kind of popped off. So I had to kind of snap everything back in there. And once you got it in there, it's okay, but you have to kind of push really hard in case that pops off, because there for a while this was listing to one side or the other. I've got it straight now, but it was all because of that one section there. It's kind of a weak section of the build. I'm not really sure I like that. I mean, it looks cool for a detail in there, but it just kind of weakens the whole structure of this thing, and considering how heavy it is. So now here's the lower part of the globe. Each time you're building one of these, you feel like it's kind of repetitive, but they kind of change it up a little bit. Like for this piece here, there's actually three pieces to make up this shape right here. And then this one is just a different kind of build. You can see they're shaped a little bit differently. And then some of them don't have very much detail on them, and some of them have a lot. You can see all these greeblies all over here. These are all those silver pieces, those drum lacquered silver things. Some of them only have these little 1x1 tiles on here. Here's another valve type of looking thing. So it's pretty cool the way all that went together. I showed you kind of what it looks like on the inside. See, look at how much detail's on there. That's another print right there. Yeah, this is really neat. All right, let me show you the city. All right, now I'm going to get some reflection on the lights here, so I'll try to show you without light reflection. We'll start with this front section here. It looks like maybe the main door or something in there. You can see there's some windows at the front of that building. I love these little vehicles. Look at that. They're like little tank tread vehicles. There's one there, and there's another one. Let's see, where is it? Oh, it's over here. Those were fun to build. They're just neat little things. Those pieces for the treads, I've never seen pieces like that before. You can see there's some kind of tanks or something going on here. I love that window as well. It looks like another really cool, I don't know, almost looks like a hospital or something on the front. And those are printed patterns on those clear pieces. Those are prints as well, that blue circular area. You can see the roof of it. And even on the clear pieces, you can see that those are printed as well. See all the little printed details on all of this. Now here, this looks like it's like a helipad or something. It's got the H on it, but you got a neat little shuttlecraft right there. I can focus in on it. You see those are printed also. So it looks like it's getting ready to take off. Very cool. There's some side detailing there. That is a sticker, that yellow and white striping. That's a print on that window piece. And then over here is another sticker right there with the yellow striping. And there's some kind of weird thing sticking up right there. I love the use of those telephone pieces because the wire for the lighting, it kind of goes underneath there. I like how it's kind of, it kind of holds onto it. Then they work their way up into the top section. There are some solar panels right there. Sorry, it's so hard to keep this focused. But yeah, you can see some solar panels going on right there. There's another really cool generator or something like that. I love the cool, clear macaroni pieces. There's another big valve or something, valve shut off. That's a sticker there for that orange section right there. And that's another sticker on the side of the building. This is another cool thing right there. I love the way that looks. It's some kind of a weird, I don't even know what that's supposed to be. And you can see there's prints on those clear pieces too. It almost looks like a radioactive thing. Maybe that's what they are. It's like a nuclear reactor or something. There's some more prints on that. I love those tubes right there. Those are really neat, the way those are done. There's another big thing right there. There's so much detail on this. There's some more tubing that kind of connects it. I love the detailing. It looks like there's some kind of an air vent or something. And there's some more of the orange kind of thing going on here. There's another entranceway. You can see there's just a lot of detail on here. Those are printed on those doors right there. And then that whole blue thing is printed. Now you can kind of see they're misaligned right here. They don't quite match up, and it's even worse on this side. See how they don't quite match up? So that was kind of one bummer, but at least they have it as a print. There's some kind of a cool radar dish, communication center maybe. And then up here you can kind of see now that's another printed tile right there. All kinds of stuff going on in there. This blue and ingot section here, you build it as a big straight piece, and then you attach it on there. And it was a little bit tricky getting that on there because you have to kind of stretch it around that circle. And I don't know, I kind of struggled with that a little bit, but I finally did get it in there. You can kind of see what's going on there. Here's the other side of it. That's neat. Looks like there's another window or something. It's so neat. It's so fun building the buildings of this. It's like my favorite part was this section right in here. It's just a lot of fun to build all of that. I mean, there's just so much going on in there. Then eventually it works its way to the top here. And then you have that nice detailing right here. This is all printed. This big piece is a big printed piece, as well as the cone. So there's a lot of prints. The only stickers are the ones that are kind of on the inside here. Now, I had gotten this whole thing put together, and then I realized, oh, I got 2 stickers left. And I was like, oh my gosh, where do these go? So I had to go back and try to figure out where they were. So the ones that I missed, let's see, where is it? It was these white stripes right there. So I had to take this front panel off, which means I had to take this all apart in order to get to that because of the way it's connected. So that was a pain. I forgot that sticker. And then, the one that's right up on top of here, that orange one right there. So I was like, ow. And on the instructions, it's not as obvious if that's where the stickers are. But it's very cool inside there. So when it comes to spinning this thing, for the most part, it spins very smooth. But there's this stud right here on this detail right there, and it seems to hit. See, it gets caught right in there. So it hits that one part, and it's kind of a pain. I may have to just take that stud off. Oops, and then I broke off the top now in the process. I see everything else does fine. But the details, you can hear them scraping just a little bit. See, even that one right here gets caught. See this stud? And it's just because the weight is pushing so much against the whole frame. It's a little flimsy in here, and once again, you can see that bend in there. I know that's going to probably just fall off. I'm not sure if I built it wrong or if it's just a weak point in the design. I'm not really sure, but that part is a bit of a bummer on this thing. See how it's getting caught? And that's where it's mainly getting caught, because the clearance for the rest of it seems to be just fine. So I'll have to see if I can do something about that. But so you can already see this is coming apart again. Well, I'll see if I can fix it. Of course, one of the highlights of this set is that it lights up, so it darkened it down so we can see how the lights work on here. There it is. You can see, and it's a bright light in there. This whole disc up here is a light. It's like just a ring of LEDs in there. You can see how it lights up the whole thing. Well, I should say just the top part. Now see how that's starting to list to the side again? That's got me a little concerned. But that looks really cool. Let me show you what it looks like close up with the lights on. There's the light section up there. So that whole thing is one unit. It's already, you don't have to, snap a bunch of stuff together. It's already all together. It's already wired. But you can see it lights up and illuminates this entire area. It's really neat. Kind of gives it a whole different look when it's lit up like this. Very, very cool. Yeah, I like it. And it's a rechargeable battery, so you don't have to keep taking things apart to make it, to have to change the batteries out or anything like that. So that does make it pretty handy. I'm not sure how long it lasts. I charged it completely before I inserted it in there, but it's pretty cool. And the wires are really not that visible. I mean, you can kind of see where it comes out at the side down here. Then it works its way around. And then in the instructions, it looks like they have you just kind of wind it around that top section of that building right in there. Kind of like how it lights up that one section down below, almost kind of yellow right in that area. It's very cool. Makes a pretty neat looking nightlight. It is so hard to focus this thing, so I apologize for all the out of focus shots. The camera has a hard time focusing because of these clear pieces. It wants to focus on that. It's a little bit, see how it starts to go out of focus again? So yeah, I'm having a heck of a time with this. But yeah, that looks really cool. Overall, I really like the lighting effect on it. So there we go, the JMBricklayer Space Globe or Space Station Globe. I'm not really sure what you call it. It's very cool. I really like this set a lot. The pieces are really nice. They're nice quality pieces. They're not those typical knockoff pieces I was talking about earlier where they just feel cheap or the pieces don't lock together very well. This is, I would say it rivals Lego as far as the way the pieces go. As for the set itself, I love the whole thing, but this whole weak point in here is a bit of a disappointment. I had to snap this part together. It just seems like whenever it's just so heavy, and because it's so wonky, you've got this big ball and it's trying to balance on this narrow stand. I don't know how the Lego one is. I'm sure it's probably stronger. I don't know. I'll have to see if I can find some reviews here on YouTube about what that set is like. But I love this thing. I love that it has the space station inside. I wasn't really attracted to the globe from Lego because, I don't know, when that was an ideas set, and there was so many other better sets that I think they should have picked for that round of Lego ideas, I was really upset. So in a way, I kind of protested buying it because there was like 3 other sets in there that I thought were way better than the globe. And then Lego always seems to pick some of the most boring sets when it comes to those things. And they pick 1 out of like 30. And I really think they should pick more than 1 for sure. But this one's really cool. I really like this thing. I think maybe, and because I don't know how well this is going to hold up over time, I have a feeling that this is just going to probably break. So I'll probably just take the globe and maybe set it on some kind of a round base or something and just keep this part of it and maybe just forget about all this down here. It makes for a great presentation, but I know I'm going to wake up one morning and it's going to have crashed down to the floor. Anyway, this is pretty cool. So it's, I found it on Amazon. It's $110. And as of the making of this video, there was a discount coupon that you could use for it. But it is very cool. It was an enjoyable build. I really enjoyed it a lot. Really fun building this whole city section in there. And I think you'll like it. But if there was a better way to do this, I think it would be perfect. All right, well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. I very much appreciate it. And until the next time, I'll see you on the next video. So thank you for watching and have a good one.